Time now for our focus report, and each year Asia is weighed down by more and more electronic waste, and it is in Hong Kong that the situation is the most alarming. The city produces nearly 200,000 tonnes of electronic waste every single year. That is more than 20 kilos per inhabitant. The situation has been made worse since mainland China tightened its controls on waste, meaning computers, printers and monitors are piling up in Hong Kong. As a result, clandestine landfill sites are causing severe environmental problems. Antoine Videhe and Vivian Wang report from Hong Kong with Sarah O'Mara.
Behind the skyscrapers of Hong Kong, far from the heart of the city, the borderlands with mainland China have been disfigured. In the middle of this wild scenery, hundreds of landfill sites have been established in recent years. Among them, some deal illegally with electronic waste. Sometimes just next to homes.
There's several dumps of electronic waste around here, but they change their place all the time. Here they don't melt the waste, but they dismantle the parts and send them elsewhere.
Hong Kong, one of the richest cities in the world, is also home to one of the most important ports on the planet. Millions of tons of goods pass through this place. Up to 100 containers like these, filled with electronic waste, enter the port every day. For a long time, Hong Kong was only a stepping stone before this waste went to mainland China. But since 2015, the Chinese authorities banned their import and containers remain docked. Hong Kong has become the electronic garbage dump of Asia.
Most electronic waste comes from the United States, and a small part comes from Europe. They arrive here, in these containers, and when they arrive at the port, most are sent to remote places to be unloaded.
Then the electronic waste arrives here. In a few years, the place has been transformed into an open dump. More than 100 illegal sorting centres hide behind these fences, out of sight. To find clandestine dumps, you have to go further inland. Electronic waste spills over onto the sidewalk. DVD players, chargers, computers, printed circuit boards. Here, boxes come from Malaysia, Japan, or the United States.
These are Wi-Fi boxes for TVs. Good quality products are kept inside, but others that have no value and plastic things are stored outside.
Electronic waste is sorted in these dumps and then feeds a juicy black market between Hong Kong and mainland China, because some of these rejects contain precious components: gold, silver, copper.
I take care of the dismantling of products. Then we sell it to Chinese customers.
But when they are dismantled illegally in these sweatshops, electronic waste can be particularly harmful. This American NGO has been documenting the existence of these dumps for more than 10 years. It warns of their disastrous consequences for the environment and human health.
E-waste is a major problem in Hong Kong, primarily because when they're exposed to elements or when they're exposed to rain, heavy metals get leached out into the environment, into the soil or into the water. Many of these include cadmium, mercury, lead, nickel, copper. All of these are heavy metals that can affect our body functions when we're exposed to it, when they get dismantled improperly.
According to NGOs, the situation is urgent because Hong Kong generates the most electronic waste per inhabitant of all the Asian territories. More than 20 kilos per person in recent years.
So what we have here is some material that we've actually got from the individual households in Hong Kong. So refrigerators, televisions and the like. And we go to individual houses, collect them, put them in the lorries and then bring them here.
For a little over a year, 10 trucks like this one have been crisscrossing the city and recovering used devices for free. The company responsible for this collection works for the Hong Kong government, who now seem more inclined to deal effectively with the problem of electronic waste.
We're producing more and more electronic waste. Of this sort of regulated material we see behind us, we're making about 70,000 tonnes a year in Hong Kong. And as we get richer, we buy more. And so, no, it's a growing problem. I firmly believe that for all waste management, there is a role for government. The private sector can't do it all by itself.
Since the introduction of this collection service, the company has recovered more than 1,000 tonnes of waste. They will soon be recycled in a specialised processing plant funded by the government. It will open in a few weeks, but will not process waste from abroad.